and welcome to EJ's Budget and Stickers. Oh my gosh, you guys, what a fantastic week. I hope you guys are doing well. And if you celebrate Cinco de Mayo, I hope that you guys had a great day. And if you are celebrating Mother's Day, a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And that this is a paycheck week. So we are going to budget out the paycheck and we're going to take a look. I didn't have a whole lot of spending, you guys. I have really been just all about creating a bunch of new stickers and getting a lot of different ideas. Been working on doing the sublimation as well. And then of course, getting some gifts ready. And that from my mother for Mother's Day and just getting out a bunch of orders. So I do want to thank everybody that has placed an order in that regarding like stickers, tumblers, stuff like that. Very much appreciated. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It meant so much. And then also, just thank you for everybody that is watching the videos and helping my channel grow. So thank you so much. Means a lot. So let's get into the budget. We are looking at, let's see, from April 29th through today, May 6th. There wasn't a whole lot to report last week. And, you know, I know everybody is busy. And like I said, I appreciate, you know, the love, the support that you guys are showing my channel and stuff like that. But there just really wasn't a whole lot to share. And I didn't think that would be fair to you guys. So, and as you guys see, we of course had Netflix come out the end of last month, and that as usual for the 1073. I did have rent that came out with the extra fees. I did do a little bit of grocery shopping on Monday for $37.65. The Excel energy bill that came out, that has finally dropped. But you guys, I have just this feeling that even though my energy bill is going to go down, the rising prices in gas is absolutely crazy. I do need to get gas probably today, and I've been putting it off, and where I live, it was at $3.88. Today I dropped my little boy off at school, drove past the gas station, and you guys, it's like $4.08. It's crazy the jump that happened between yesterday and today. And I remember kind of like when I was growing up that Fridays, of course, the gas prices go up. And then come Monday, Tuesday, they go down a little bit. And then Wednesday was the cheapest day to buy gas because that was the ultimate low for the gas prices. And then Thursday, it would creep up a little bit more. And then, of course, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that it would make that jump again because of the weekend traffic and people traveling and doing all this stuff. And I don't know, and that if anybody else remembers that, but that is something that I remember from and then my early teen years, and that when I started driving and stuff. And for a while there, I thought that trend like had gone away until today. And so I'm not exactly sure if that's what I saw, or if that is going to become the new price range, and that where we've now broke over $4 for gas. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. But people need to get to and from places, and so it's gonna do what it's gonna do. And so unfortunately, I just have this feeling that even though I'm going to be saving in my energy bill at my house, the gas um, bill might go up just because um, of the little bit that I do have to drive. So, and of course, the rising prices. So hopefully, um, I can keep my driving downs to keep that price, the gas price, in that low, in that too. Um, so we will see how much now it will take to fill my gas tank, because I'm almost on empty. My other thought to help with the gas, so I don't spend so much, is that either when I get to like a half a tank or just a little bit before a half a tank, and that maybe start filling up my gas tank there. But I'll have to kind of see how much I do for driving. And now, what do you guys do? I would be really interested to know, do you guys, basically go through a whole tank, or do you fill it up at a certain point, and that to help and that keep your guys' gas budget on track as well? Please let me know. And I'm definitely looking for some ideas. And then, as you see, we got the paycheck, and that for $1,315.11. And of course, out of that paycheck, I automatically have that $25 that does come out. So basically, the bills that we're looking at is Xfinity. So we have the phone and the internet, the car payment, and B&D for the student loans between now and next payday. So those are the items that we're going to take a look, budget out, and then if I have anything extra, we will try to get a little extra cushion in some of the other categories. Take a look at the sinking funds, make sure the sinking funds are on track, and let's switch over to the budget and tell the money what we need it to do. So as we talked about, the first bill that is due this Sunday on the 8th is the Xfinity. So we have the internet and the phone. So I'm going to go ahead and put in $70 here. Or actually, the bill for the internet, that did go up. They didn't tell me, so I need to edit this. I thought, because my son and I, we had bought a couple movies on demand. So when it first happened, I thought that it was just because we did those two movies, and we were paying the little bit of extra. And then when we haven't done that, I noticed that the bill was at $73. So I did go in and I did talk to them, and the lady, she was really nice. And she looked at everything, and she was like, yes, the plan did go up a little bit. I was a little annoyed, but not so much like at her, just that nothing was said, they didn't send anything out to say, hey, this plan, in that if you don't keep in that, because I was first on a 12-month contract, which I was totally fine with, because I knew that when my 12 months was up, that it was going to be $70. And I was completely fine with that, because it was only a $10 increase. So, instead of going back to them and being like, okay, what can you do for me? And then be on another reduced option, and that for another 12 months, just kind of being in that cycle, trying to keep your internet bill really, low, and get the best deal for what you use it for and stuff. I was okay with the $10. And I was working that in the budget. So when the contract had expired, that it wasn't that big of a shock. But then, in addition to that $10, they added another three. And so it was like, oh, what's up with this? So I like their service. I can't complain, about, my internet's good. I don't have really any downtime from them. And, the TV's fantastic. So, it is what it is. If I do, decide to, go back and be like, okay, what kind of deals can you do for me? And that if, the 73 and that just seems out of budget and stuff like that, can always do that. Go talk to them. I'm sure I can find a cheaper plan. But for now, I'm okay with that. So I just need to make that adjustment and make sure that I'm budgeting out this correctly. So 73 for the internet. Sorry, guys, that was a really long explanation ramble for the internet bill. Apologies. And then the phone bill itself, as you guys know, I do also have my phone through them. And there was a situation where I was helping out a family member, and that was from something that they had told me. And I had purchased them a phone, and they did not hold up their end of the deal. And it wasn't even that I was even willing to purchase them a phone. I was willing to, because my phone is really cheap when I only have to pay for the phone service. And I was able to have up to 5 lines. And because this person was struggling and stuff like that, making their bill, and that because it was over 50 some dollars that they were paying a month. And I was like, well, I can get you a line with me and it would definitely be cheaper than that. Well, they went ahead and also purchased the phone on that. And wasn't happy. I had a conversation with them in the store about it. It was kind of an awkward situation because the salesperson was like right there as we were having that conversation. And this person had assured me that not to worry, they can get the phone paid off, blah blah blah. Well, short story, they did not. And because this is in my name, I am now paying for a phone that is no longer in my possession, nor that person's, but the phone still needs to be paid off. I did look, I have 11 more months to pay, so I'm trying to get it where I put in a little bit of a cushion and pay the bill, of course, pay the phone bill plus pay for the extra of the phone. And at that point, when the cushion and the phone payoff match, I'm going to go ahead, pay off that phone. So that's why I'm going to leave it in that as the 75, just because I am trying to put a little bit in there. This way I can get that phone paid off and then my phone bill will drop. So let's go ahead, do the 75 there. And the next is the car. So the car payment, $454.05. That's taken care of. And then of course, we have B&D. This is actually going a lot better than I thought it was. And then this is also where I'm getting the extra payment, because this is the one that I am starting to pay down. And so with that payment, and that with the extra that I've been making, I am finally under $6,000, you guys. That is such a wonderful feeling. and that to keep seeing that this bill keeps going down. And as you see, the other two, they are pretty steep. So I am going to have to evaluate those and see, do I want to continue to make the extra payment? Do I want to do the avalanche and just continue to make the minimum? Or kind of do a savings a little bit here and there. And then when I get a good lump sum, just, toss that at one of these, just to start getting that balance also down once this loan is paid. But I do have a little bit more time to do that. So let's get this one budgeted. So 110.55, and we want to make sure that we are reflecting that $25. And as I had mentioned in my previous video, I am right now focusing on putting that $25 into the medical expense. So I don't think I'm going to break it down this time, you guys. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put in 25 here. Yeah, because this is the medication. That's okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to do the whole $25 for the doctor icon. So that takes care of that. And the only other bill that I am having to take care of this month is the Netflix. So let's go ahead. Let's get that done. This way the bills are covered for this month. So we will go ahead, fund the 1073. And then when I get paid on the 20th, that will be the rent. So then we'll take care of some of that funding. Groceries, I'm at $45.77. So let's go ahead, add in some grocery money for this. So I'm gonna give it $100. That will put me at 145. I usually spend about 300 a month. I usually give myself 150 for every 2 weeks. But as you see, I've just been picking up stuff here and there as we need it. So I haven't had to do like a huge grocery haul or anything like that. So I will go ahead and just give $100 there. And the renter's insurance. So this is one of my sinking funds, and that's not due until the beginning of January of next year. So we'll go ahead and fund that, get that done for this month. And that looks good. Car insurance, so we will do the $64.47, take care of that. The tabs for my car, that is due at the end of this year, so we will go ahead, take care of the tabs also. So basically, yeah, just looking at the sinking funds, getting those also taken care of, because if we remember, the first rule is of course, cover what we need our money to do from this pay period to next pay period. And then rule 2 in that is covering those extra expenses. And that was where, you guys, seriously, when before I was using YNAB, I would pay one bill and I was always juggling, making sure to try not to have late fees, trying to make sure, that the bills were covered and stuff like that. And it was constantly stressful and juggling. And when I had found YNAB, that really changed my life because yes, I was paying, my bills and stuff like that, but it was always juggling this bill, that bill, and just, and it just wasn't living. And anybody that's been in that situation, or if you are in that situation, in that you can understand what I'm saying and stuff. And I'm so scared to ever be back into like that habit again. And then also with I wasn't doing the extra expenses, and that I wasn't looking ahead, and that at my car insurance, or well, my car insurance, I was paying that every month, and that because I couldn't afford to pay either 3 months or 6 months or a year, and that whatever, your insurance will let you pay, I just was not in a position to do that. And that was one of my very first goals, was to be able to pay my car insurance, because I can pay it either 3 months or 6 months. And so my first goal was to, of course, pay every month, but put money aside so that I could pay 3 months in advance and stuff. And so it was a slow goal. It was a small, but it was so, oh my God, you guys, when I achieved that goal, I sat and I cried, because it was like, I have not ever done that in my, almost my whole adult life, and that of that. And so now I just remember, to make sure my sinking funds are taken care of, make sure that I'm not only looking at now, but I'm also looking at the future, and making sure that I don't have those bills that sneak up on us that we forget about. Because that's where I was getting into so much trouble. The bill would come due, and I'm just like, you know, I really can't make my, my food bill, my this or that, or, and then I would, of course, adjust. Okay, I can talk with the light company and let them know that I get paid here. Would that, would they be willing to work with me? Always, having to finagle when those bills came due. And so that is why now, with YNAB, I really, it helps me stay on track. It helps me see what I have with it. And that's why I really enjoy the program. I really enjoy, the different steps that it taught me, and the mindset was a huge to wrap your head around it and to understand it and stuff like that. That was just a really huge way of looking at money differently and stuff like that. Never in a million years would I have thought that, I would be telling my money what it needs to do for me. And that, I was always a slave to making that money, and to just try to survive. And now, yes, I'm surviving, and I'm looking towards the future and stuff. And let's go ahead, we'll take care of the parking and the water. That's 20, and then the fee is $2.95. I'm just looking at the Excel bill too. So I have $35.68 right now. And I just paid it. So we are looking at funding this bill for next month. And I haven't received my statement quite yet. I'm sure after I get done filming this, I'll get my notice for the statement. So let's see, 126.58 was my bill for May. I'm gonna go ahead, I'll put $50 there. So that brings me up to 85.68. So that I feel pretty good about that. Because then out of my rent, I just need to fund a little over $1,000. That will take care of that. So that will leave me a little bit of money out of my paycheck next time I get paid. So I should then be able to, I'll know what my Excel bill is, and I should be able to finish funding that. And let's take a look at fund money, just because it is Mother's Day weekend, and if my mom is feeling up to it, I would probably want to take her out maybe for like a brunch or a dinner. So let's go ahead. We'll put $25 in there. So that brings me almost up to $70. So let's see, 68. Yeah, we should be able to go somewhere nice and take care of that. Household, I'm almost at 100. I'm gonna go ahead and put $5 into the hair fund, and I'm gonna put $5 into our holiday fund. Oh, here's another sinking fund. Okay, and then to stay on track, we will do 1435 there. I feel really good about what I'm doing for BND. So I'm gonna add in this 379 just to start. I pay an extra $50 a month for BND for this bill. And just seeing the momentum that is happening with this bill, I do want to throw in some extra money in there as well. So you guys, we made it, and that down to the zero-based budget. We are at the 30 days. So this, as of right now, guys, this is huge. I've met the goal of saving my money and getting on track of my money sitting for 30 days before I am spending it. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And I'm so glad to have you guys on this journey with me to see this, and hopefully we can keep it at this 30-day mark now, and just kind of see how far we can make this grow. How far past 30 days now can we get, and that with just letting money accumulate, sit when the job comes, paying those bills, and basically starting the cycle over again. Because yes, the goal is to save. Yes, it's to be able to sleep better at night and not have to worry about how I'm going to pay this bill or how I'm going to pay that bill. But I also need to or I would like to start saving for that future, saving and that to continue to make what I feel are good life choices for my son and I. So we did it. We're at the 30 days. Very exciting. Very just, there is no words in that for what I'm feeling right now. I am just over the moon, and that I I've met this goal, and I was able to take you guys on this journey with me. Um, if you guys have been with my channel since the beginning, you guys seeing that I was at 0 when I opened my channel here in January, and that, you know, the small wins that I've been getting, um, I've been applying them to help move the bills forward. And that, so every time I get paid, I was making adjustments with my budget, and the money started to stretch that much further. And now that I am here, I'm going to continue to apply that same type of thinking. It's not going to stop because, um, you know, once the money's gone, the money's gone. Um, and then that will, of course, decrease it. So, to keep moving forward and to keep aging the money and letting it sit until that job comes due, I need to continue with this mindset of, um, not, spending what I need to spend, looking towards the future, getting those ready. And so now that I am there, and I'm spending last month's paychecks and not what I just received, I'm going to continue with that. But now I think I'm really going to focus on making sure, of course, everything stays on track, but then getting the extra money and, the extra things, the income, uh, just really starting to get this, see if I can get this bill down and that some more. See maybe if I can get it paid off and that by the end of this year. And if not, that would be okay. But just to see how close to, to this I can get. Um, so if you guys have made it this far and that you guys have watched, um, going through the budget, setting up the sinking funds, celebrating the 30-day age of the money with me, and just kind of seeing how I'm at, where I'm at, what I'm feeling. Very much appreciated. Thank you again for all the love and support that you guys have provided. And then until next time, guys, be safe, and I'll talk to you soon.